Hi, I got a message from one of my longtime students, Maddie, and she asked me about getting both of her legs up into headstand, or Shirsasan as it's called in Sanskrit. So I tried to write out a response, but wasn't going too well because it's pretty complicated. It's easier for me to show you what it looks like. The key to getting both legs to float up in headstand is doing a dog tilt. Sounds easy, and it's a lot harder when you're upside down, because when we're upside down, when we're inverted, we don't know which way is up, which way is down, where our legs are, where our head is, where anything is. So I'm just going to go over the basics. I'm going to assume that you pretty much know how to get into a headstand, maybe by kicking up. So basically what you need to do, interlace those fingers tight. You want to try to make a knot there. Tuck the bottom pinky in. And then again, you're going to make a tripod, making sure that your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. The key here is having about 70% of your body weight in your forearms and outer wrists, and only about 30% on top of your head so that your neck is protected, because we like our neck, right? Also, the second thing to remember, your shoulders, don't do this. Always keep the shoulders down and away from your ears. Well, again, a lot harder to do when you're upside down, so just pull the shoulders away from the ears, no matter which way you are in space. Finally, getting both legs up involves a dog tilt, right? So I like to practice like this. So why don't you come over here? Okay. You can take a wall, make sure there's no paintings on it or small animals or children around, or because you might hurt them. Right? So make a tripod, put it up against the wall, and then bend your body right in half, right at your sit bones. Right? From here, practice moving from neutral to a cat tilt, round in the back, sit bones go down, to a dog tilt. Sit bones go way up. Big stretch on your hamstrings. So the more that you practice doing this, the easier it will be when you're inverted. Right? You can do that several times. And then you find, once again, a blank wall. Right? If you're able to balance, it's always good to practice in the middle of the room, right? But sometimes balancing can be a little bit tricky, so having a wall there can protect you. All right, so you set up your headstand, put the head right into that cup, pull the shoulders away from the ears, lift your sit bones up, and then start to walk your feet in so your hips come more over your shoulders. Then from here, keeping those legs nice and strong, you're going to start to do that dog tilt. And then I like to just kind of hang out in the fulcrum position here just to get an idea of what it feels like. Then pretty soon you're going to notice the legs just start to float up. And once you're all the way up into vertical, you find a neutral pelvis and get really tall. Coming down, once again, find a little pike position here. Get those sit bones to tip back. Keep the legs nice and strong, lots of control as you lower down. Then as always, once you come out of inversions, it's always a good idea just to rest for a minute, right? So, quick tutorial. I hope that answers your questions. If not, maybe you should come to class. Namaste.